Hello again, gamers. Welcome back to the Board Game Captain. I'm the Board Game Captain.
I'm Lynn.
And today we're going to be doing a death race scenario from Gaslands, which is, in our opinion, the reason to play Gaslands, because the fun combat car racing scenario is really, really cool. We're going to kind of assume mostly you already know how to play, because we have already published a review and tutorial of this game, so check that out if you don't know how to play. So we are going to wind up starting over here at the starting line. Once we pass the first gate on the opposite side of the table there, we will have our weapons activated so we can start attacking each other. The third gate is over here, and the fourth gate, the finish line, is over here. So now first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll off to see who gets the pole position marker. So I'm going to roll a 6, and Lynn rolled a 5. It was close, but I will take the pole position marker. So I'm going to put it over here by my cars. Now I'm going to be playing Team Idris, which are the Cult of Speed. They're all about those nitro boosters. So one thing is they're not allowed to use gyrocopters, but they get half-cost nitro boosters, and when using nitro boosters, normally, most people, it will fill you up with hazard tokens until you have 5 hazard tokens, but with Idris, it only fills you up to 3. In addition to that, they have an ability where if they're able to use the long straight maneuver template on the first, second, or third gear phase, they will get an audience vote. Now, for Lynn's faction, she is using is it the Warden?
Yes.
Which is the prison team. So they have these stripped down cars. It's an upgrade where it reduces the cost of the car by 4, but reduces their hull points by 2. So it usually lets them outnumber their opponents, and that is the case. I only have 3 vehicles. She has 4 vehicles. In addition, they have a fireworks ability, which if one of their medium weight cars explodes, they get an audience vote, and if a heavyweight car explodes, they get 2 audience votes. So now we're going to run you through, we're going to start setting up our cars in the 2 lanes here. So the first car I'm going to set up is my performance car called the Roadrunner. The Roadrunner is nice and bright red. He's going to be easy to spot on the table here. And I'm going to set him up right here at the starting line. Now he is a performance car. I gave him mines, I gave him a nitro booster, I gave him hot start, which allows him to roll a die before the first turn to possibly start in a higher gear than first. And I gave him time extended, so when he passes all gates other than the first one, other than the starting line that is, he gets to remove all of his hazard tokens. So that's it for my first placement. Lynn, who are you going to place first?
I'm going to place... I got to get over there.
Well, who are you bringing over?
Oh, I'm bringing over Bones.
So now he's your performance car, yes?
Yes.
So we have the 2 fastest cars are going to be right in the front.
He's got Molotov cocktails.
Of course he does. You love those Molotov cocktails.
He's got mines,
Mm-hmm.
and he has the special ability Powder Keg, where if he explodes, I can add +1 to the explosion, and
So you get +1 to the roll to see if he
yes,
explodes.
Because I want him to explode.
Because you do want him to explode.
And he counts as 1 weight class higher when he does explode.
Very interesting. So for my second car in the grouping here, I'm going to place down the Green Machine. Now, the Green Machine is my cheapest vehicle and is actually the cheapest vehicle on the field because all he is a buggy. No upgrades, no perks, nothing. So he's only 5 points. He's the cheapest vehicle on the field, and I'm going to be putting him right behind your Bones there.
Okay. I'm going to put Steve. This is Steve.
Why is he Steve?
I'm trying to find the camera. Hold on.
So why did
There
you
we go.
name Steve out of curiosity? It's an interesting name for that car.
I couldn't think of a name,
Okay.
so
So you just went with Steve?
I just went with Steve.
He's a station wagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting him right there.
Okay.
And he's got Molotov cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has Terrifying Lunatic, which is that when a vehicle controlled by another player ends their movement within short range of Steve, that vehicle gains a hazard token.
Okay, I'm going to turn the camera a little bit so we can see the final cars as they set up here. And for my final car, I'm going to be placing the Mongrel. Now the Mongrel, which is actually the Hot Wheels version of a Warthog from Halo, is a car that has a heavy machine gun that is forward mounted, even though it's normally on the Warthog able to twist around. In this case, it can only shoot to the front arc. And it also has a nitro booster, and it has time extended as well.
Okay, I don't have room for my last two cards.
I'm gonna push him up a little bit.
I'm gonna place the Silver Meteor. Where the hell is this camera?
It's right there. What's wrong with you? There's the front.
Okay, this is the Silver Meteor.
He's the one who won you the game last time.
Yes, he's got Molotov cocktails.
Every one of your cars always has Molotov cocktails. You just love Molotov cocktails.
He has, what was his special thing? I forgot. Double-barreled. Double-barreled is that during the attack step, he gets +1 bonus to hit when shooting with handguns.
So if you've already lit someone on fire, you can then just keep shooting them for extra damage. And then you have one last guy.
The last one is Phantasmo Rapido.
The Speedy Ghost.
There we go.
You seem to have trouble finding the front of it. It's right over there.
I don't know. I don't know. That's him.
It's a cool looking,
very pretty.
Very cool looking car, actually.
Lighter.
Yeah, I like the colors a lot.
Chop top.
So you can put him behind.
I guess I gotta put him here.
Fair enough.
He's got Molotov cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
And boarding party, which is he ignores the distracted rule, so he can still attack. Crew members can still attack if they're distracted.
Okay, so we are all set here to start off this game. And as I have pole position, I'm going to have to go first. Now, first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to check for my hot start for Roadrunner. Come on, Roadrunner. Ooh, I rolled a 5. So Roadrunner gets to start in 5th gear. That's huge. Okay, so I'm going to definitely activate Roadrunner because the last thing I want is him to get rammed after he started in 5th gear because that would be terrible. So I'm going to activate Roadrunner. So let's see. I'm going to pick, he's in 5th gear. I can use the long straight without even turbo boosting and get an audience vote, which is really, really awesome actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call I've already picked it up. I'm obviously calling the long straight. So I'm going to put that down in front of him here. Now, then I'm going to, let's see, do I want to roll? Because he's already getting started 5th without any hazard tokens on him, which is really great. So let's see. I'm thinking about doing a hazard roll to maybe up to 6. I don't think I need to roll that many dice for it, though. I only need to get 1 shift to up him to 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to roll 3 dice. Because I do want to roll some dice. I'm going to try to get him all the way to... Should I do that? You know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to roll 0 dice for his hazard roll. I'm just going to move. So, okay. So, no hazard roll. So I'm just going to resolve his movement. At 5, he's going to move all the way up to the front of the straightaway. Unfortunately, he's going straight towards that building, so I will have to turn shortly. But I do get an audience vote, which we're using these cool old school looking poker chips over here for our audience votes. I do get an audience vote because I was able to use the long straight in 1st gear, which is really awesome. Now, there will be no attacks yet because we have not passed the 1st gate over there. So we're just going to move on through all the other phases that are not necessary, move on to Lynn's activation. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna activate Bones.
I figured that was coming.
Okay, so I chose the medium. I'm gonna put him right there.
Mm-hmm. And then are you gonna do a roll? It seems like you should to probably gear up, yeah. So how many dice are you rolling?
4.
All right, so let's see what you get. Now, you do get a free shift. So let's throw a shift out on the table already because you get a free shift for this maneuver. So that's pretty good. And then you got 2 more shifts and A spin and a hazard. Now, there is the option, though she's probably not going to do it right now because she has more shifts than she has other things. But there is also the option to push it, where you can re-roll any number of those dice, but you will automatically take one hazard. And you can do that once every time you do a roll. But it's probably not that worthwhile for her to do that because she has plenty of shift results. And she's probably going to want to do the spin for basically like a free turn after that straight move, plus gear up, plus remove that hazard, etc. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to use one hazard to negate...
One shift
to negate a hazard.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Are you gearing up?
Yeah.
How many times? Remember, every shift up will also give you a hazard token.
Yeah.
So now here's the big decision. Do you gear up once or do you gear up twice? Because you're also going to take a hazard from the spin.
I'm going to gear up once and use the second... Wait, yeah.
So you're going to gear up once and use the second one to remove the hazard?
Yeah. Okay,
so you're now in second gear. And now all you have left is the spin, which will give you one hazard. I will pass you one of the hazard tokens because they're all over here. Here's the hazard token. You have one hazard for that card. One hazard ain't bad. Not bad at all. And then you've got to go ahead and move. And then you can turn up to 90 degrees at the end of your move because of the spin for free. So I'm going to take a wild guess you're going to turn to the right a little bit. Going to aim it so you're getting right past the building so you don't have to do a turn. You can just keep doing those straight mediums that give you free shifts. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a really nice turn. Well done. Okay, so again, since there's no attacks and no wipeout needed, we're just going to go right on to me then. Is it my turn? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to activate the green machine. And the green machine is going to choose that medium straight also, because I also need to get up to gear, just like your bones there, is he? So I'm going to place this down in front of the green machine. And what I'm going to do is the green machine has a handling of 4. I'm going to roll 4 dice as well. Now I get a free, just like you did, I get a free shift. So I'm going to throw one shift out on the table. Free shift. I'm going to roll the others, and let's see what we can get. I got, 4 total shifts and a spin. Yes, please. So I'm going to gear all the way up to 3rd gear and remove both hazards from that. So I'm going to use all 4 of those shifts to make the green machine in 3rd gear. And then I'm going to take the hazard from the spin and use the spin. So I'm going to put 1 hazard on the green machine. And he's going to move... Let me just put my finger on it so it doesn't move. He's going to move up here, just like you did. And just like you, I'm not going to hit you. I don't want to hit you. But I'm going to turn a little bit just like you did because you're my hero and I want to be like you when I grow up. So that's it for my green machine.
Okay. I'm going to activate Steve.
Oh, Steve.
So I think...
Speak up when you're on that side.
I'm going to choose the medium again.
Okay.
Seems the best.
Well, it's a good one to get up to speed because you get the free shift out of it. It's a really good one early on when you're in a low gear. Are you going to roll for him too?
Yeah.
How many dice are coming out?
No.
Well, I'll set this to your free shift for you. It's actually one of my dice, so actually.
Yeah,
You should probably use one of yours. Sorry. Okay, so free shift. Sorry, my bad.
He gets 3 dice.
Okay. So I'm going to roll all 3. Let's see it happen. Whoa, that's a great roll. You got 3 shifts and a spin. That's fantastic. Wow. What are you going to do with that?
I don't know.
You're like...
Okay, I want to shift up.
All right, so that's 2nd gear and a hazard. Are we going to cancel the hazard immediately?
Yes.
Okay, so remove one of the other shifts. There we go. So you've still got a shift. You want to go to 3rd gear?
I would get 2 hazards for that. Right?
You'd get 2 hazards, one for the shift and one for the spin. But then next round, you could just use your shifts to remove hazards.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you're going to get 2 hazards. You're going to wind up in 3rd gear. and you're going to get a free spin at the end of this medium straight. Here's your 2 hazards. Yeah, 2's still not that bad. You need 6 to wipe out, so not that big a deal, really.
Okay, so Steve is going to go there.
And give him a little turn to miss the media building in the middle. Got to thread the needle between the building and the car.
Yeah, I
the
think
car
he's
wreck.
going to go that way.
You sure? It looks like you're going right towards the wreck.
It's not?
Oh, okay. Looks like it from my angle. You can always do a mile turn later in case you are. But, alright, so my turn. I'm going to activate the Mongrel and basically do exactly the same thing Steve just did. I'm going to take a medium straight, which of course gives me a free shift. So I'll put that shift on the table. And I'm going to roll 3 dice to attempt to do some up gearing here. Alright. Oh, that was not a good roll. Oh, that's not good. I don't want, I got a skid, which if I skid out here, I'm going to be facing the wrong way in the first gate, so I do not want that. I also got a hazard, which is really bad. I'll tell you what, I am going to push it. So I take a hazard on, right on the Mongrel. I really don't like pushing it this early, but this is a lousy roll, and I don't want that skid. So I'm going to re-roll the skid and the hazard die. So hopefully something better. Oh, it was worth it. I wound up with 4 shifts. So what I'm going to do is I'll keep the 1 hazard I got for pushing it, but I'm going to shift all the way up to 3rd gear and remove the 2 hazards I would get for that with my 4 shifts. So the Mongrel is now in 3rd gear, and he's just gonna go straight towards Steve over here. Hi, Steve, my buddy old pal. And that's going to be it for the Mongrel.
Steve has that ability where if you end within short distance of him, you get a hazard.
And I guess I just did that, huh?
I don't know. Does that count for your buggy too? That's sort of right next to him.
Well, the buggy moved first.
Okay.
He wasn't in short distance then. So I go M. So that gives me a hazard. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay. What's the name of that ability again?
That is Terrifying Lunatic. So
God, that's crazy. Okay, so yeah, the Mongrel takes a hazard. He's up to 2 hazards.
I thought it was a funny thing to put it on, like
on Steve,
on a station wagon, something called Terrifying.
I remember you were reading that one and talking about it before the game, but I didn't know if you took it or who you put it on. I guess I forgot when you were explaining. Okay, well it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to activate Silver Meteor.
Okay, now he's a little bit off camera, but he's right over here. He's the next car in. So what's he gonna do?
Probably gonna do medium again.
Well, it's a smart thing to do till we're all across the
and I guess I'll just keep the medium because that's what...
That's what you're gonna do with Fantasmo Rapido probably as well?
Yeah.
I thought I said it right, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Straight ahead. Okay, so you get 1 free shift again for that. That's a real... the medium straight is actually a really good maneuver. So you get 1 free shift, that's always nice. And then you roll in 3. To try a shift up here. Let's see what you get. Ooh, 2 slides. 2 slides are bad. Are you going to push it? You're thinking about it, aren't you? You're thinking. I pushed it on the first turn. Sometimes you just have to. I was going to say, you don't want to slide right now because then you're going to be facing like the box or my car.
Yeah.
Take you out of the race.
I'll push it.
You're going to push it? Yeah. So you're going to re-roll the slides then?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you going to give me a...
Oh, yeah. I'll give you a hazard, of course. My bad. Here you go. Now that Terrifying Lunatic only works on enemies, right? So it doesn't work on your guy. Okay, just curious. So let's see what happens when you push it. I'm rooting for you. Let's get some shifts in there. Yeah, you got another shift and you got a hazard. So you got 3 shifts.
I'm going to negate the hazard.
Nicely done.
And I'm going to...
Shift up and negate it, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna shift up and negate it.
So you're gonna get 1 more. So you're gonna get no more hazards.
Yeah.
You're just at 1 hazard, but you get all the way up to gear 2, and then you get to move on in and over here. Yeah, it definitely would be bad to skid out on the first turn here, where we have the boxes right there. You definitely don't want to have to have a collision on turn 2. So we're doing the exact same thing with Phantasmo Rapido, basically.
I don't know. He's very long. I don't want him.
Well, we're going to adjust it slightly because we had to fit them on the table.
Yeah, so I'll do the same thing.
Okay. But they should all fit, though, because they all fit on the table behind each other. All moving medium straight, no one should hit each other. It should actually be fine. We shouldn't start hitting each other till a little later. We'll see how that goes when ramming these. I actually really don't want you to ram the green machine because you get bonus 2 damage on them for that. Okay, ooh, that was a good roll. So you immediately cancel the hazard.
I'm going to do the same thing, right?
Same exact thing?
Shift up 1.
Except, no, it's not exactly the same. You don't get a hazard for that.
Yeah.
So, and then you're just going to... Do you want me to just move him up straight up for you? Because he's just going straight, right? Okay, so he's going to go right behind our friend, the Silver Comet there. Okay.
Silver Meteor.
Silver Meteor. I don't know why I can't say that. So he's the Silver Meteor. So that is it for Gear Phase 1. We're going to move up to Gear Phase 2. Everybody who at least is in second gear is going to get to activate. It is still me. Pole position does not switch over until I pass gate, what is that, gate 1 up there. So I'm going to call with, I'm going to activate Roadrunner. And Roadrunner is going to do a gentle turn because I need to start turning. So with the gentle turn, I am going to put it this way. I'm going to turn it over so I can turn a little bit this way to get past the structure there. Now this gives me, at Gear 5, this gives me a hazard. So that's a wee bit of a problem, but that's not too bad. It's his first hazard, so he should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to give that to the Roadrunner. And then after taking my hazard, I'm going to roll his 4 dice to try to, you know, remove the hazard. Would be nice.
Flip that.
Well, because this is the direction it's got to be facing.
Oh.
The other way doesn't work.
No, but I mean if you just...
Oh, you mean turn it around like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. It's the same thing. Okay. That's fine. But it doesn't always work that way with every one of the maneuver templates. Because sometimes the notch is on the end for skids. Depends on where it is. Oh. So, but for this one it works. Okay, so I'm going to roll my 4, and I'm going to hope for lots of shifts, because I want to remove the hazard I just took. Let's see, I got a spin, a hazard. You know what, I think I'm going to take this spin, because that's going to get me aligned right. I'm going to remove cancel out the hazard I just rolled, and I'm going to cancel out the hazard I just took. So I'm back down to 0 hazards. Of course, I'm going to take 1 hazard from the spin, so I'm just going to maintain at 1 hazard. So I'm going to move Roadrunner to the end of the gentle, but then I'm going to get to turn him up to 90 degrees. So I'm just going to turn him so he's going to make it right past without having to do any more turning. He's going to make it right past that structure very easily. And that is going to be it for Roadrunner, who winds up with only 1 hazard after that move. That wasn't bad at all.
I'm going to activate Steve.
Okay. Steve, who's following up the Roadrunner there?
Yeah, well, I want to give your cars a chance to stop in short range of him, so...
Oh, yes, of course. I forgot. He's the one who has that pain in the butt ability, yeah.
Let's see. I'm in 3rd gear.
I think that still gives you, for a medium straight, it still gives you a shift, I think.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the medium straight.
It is a really good one to be using when you're in low to middle gears. Okay, Steve. So is he gonna, he gets his free shift, is he gonna roll some dice?
Where's Steve? There's Steve.
Is Steve the one with the 2 hazards?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to get rid of some hazards, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And what gear is he in?
He's in 3.
Oh, he's already in 3 though, so
yeah.
You can just use your shifts to get rid of hazards, basically, if you can roll a bunch of shifts.
Yeah.
Because this is only 2nd gear phase. You're still going on to the next gear phase regardless. What do you think? Do you want to roll some, or do you just want to use the 1 and get rid of a shift?
I'm gonna roll some.
You're going to roll some?
Yeah.
All 3? Oh, all right, go for it. was good.
Okay, so
3 shifts and a spin.
I'm gonna get rid of the 2.
The 2 hazards?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put them back in the hazard pool.
And then I'm gonna shift up.
Okay, so that does give you 1 hazard back.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're going to take 1 hazard from the spin, so you might as well have held on to those 2.
Huh?
Well, you've still got a spin, too.
Yeah, I know.
So you might as well have held on to the 2 you gave to me.
Oh, you meant the 2 hazards.
Yeah, the 2 hazards, because you removed them and got them back, basically.
Yeah.
But that's still really good, because now what, you're in 4th gear?
Yeah.
Nice. And of course you get free adjustments at the end of this move, which is very nice.
He's going to go up here.
You don't forget you get to spin up a
I
little
know. He doesn't really
Doesn't need to? Slight turn.
Yeah.
Very, very slight. Okay, so my turn?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to... Oh boy. I don't like how this is working out for the Mongrel, who keeps winding up being really close to Steve. Yeah, I guess I'm going to use his medium straight, though. And I'm going to roll the 3 dice. I'm looking for lots of shifts for me here. Come on, shifts. Oh God.
You get a shift.
Yeah, but wow, is that terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled 2 hazards and a skid. So I'm going to push that. I'm going to take a hazard on the Mongrel. And I'm going to re-roll all 3 of those. Come on. Oh, it's still not very good. Okay, that was terrible, actually. So I'm going to cancel out... He's in 3rd gear. So I'm going to cancel out this hazard I rolled. I'm going to remove a hazard from him to knock him back down to 2. But then he's going to take the hazard from the spin, which is going to bring him up to 3. And as I went straight and didn't curve, I hope I'm not going to be in short range of you, but we'll find out in a moment. I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to spin a wee bit to miss the building. Hopefully. Yep, that should miss the building. Okay, let's see the short range and see if I am in short range of you. Oh yeah, he's in short range. So he gets 1 more hazard. He is at 4 hazards. This is not good. This is the opposite. God, that ability is horrifying. Oh my God.
No, it's terrifying, Josh.
Terrifying.
Terrifying lunatic.
Yes, indeed. You're correct. It is terrifying. That's a really good ability. That one is paying off in dividends already. I've already got 4 of 6 possible hazard tokens. That is not good.
So I'm going to activate Bones.
Mm-hmm.
He's in gear 2.
I don't know why you're looking. You're totally going to do a medium straight. You're spending all this time looking at the different maneuver templates, and you're totally going to take a medium straight. I seriously don't know what you're doing. You've already turned him, so he's gonna miss the structure.
Okay. So I got 1 shift.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 1 hazard.
1 hazard already on him. And he can roll up to what, 4 dice?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll some dice.
Mm-hmm. Well, that could have gone better. That's a lot of terrible dice there. Yowzers. 2 skids and a hazard, along with 2 shifts.
I'm gonna
push it. I'll get you a hazard token. Here you go. It's a bit better. You got 3 shifts now with 2 skids.
Yeah.
You can at least cancel out them skids.
Yeah, I'm going to cancel the skids. And I guess I'm going to shift up and take another.
Take another hazard? So is that what, his 3rd hazard there?
Yeah.
Here's your hazard token. So, well, that's not terrible. I mean, if he gets some better rolls later, he can get rid of some of the hazards. Okay. I'm going to activate the green machine, who, surprise, surprise, is going to do a medium straight. And that, of course, gives him a free shift. He's already in 3rd gear, which is nice. But I may want to get him to 4th gear, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll all 4 of his dice anyway, and let's see what we can get him. 5 shifts? Wow, that's a great roll. That is like the best possible roll. So he's already got 1 hazard on him. I'm going to remove it with 1 of the hazard dice. So I'm going to remove the 1 hazard he has. And then I'm going to shift up to 4th gear with 1 hazard, one of the shift dice, and I'm going to cancel the hazard with the other. So now he is going to be in 4th gear, and I'm debating here, but I think I'm going to discard the other 2 dice because I don't think I want to go into 5th gear yet. 5th gear, I can't use a medium straight anymore. I can start using the long straights. You know what? I don't want to ram into you either. So yeah, I'm going to discard them. I'm just going to do the medium straightforward. That's the thing. If I gear up to 5th gear now, I'm going to wind up ramming you, and I actually kind of don't want to. So, yeah. So I'm just going to discard those, but that was a really good maneuver for the green machine, and that's going to be it for him. So, Lynn, it is your turn for the silver meteor?
Yeah.
Silver meteor. I don't know why it has
such
such trouble.
It would make sense to do him first.
Yeah, the other guy would ram him if he didn't, so that would be bad. So what are you going to do with the silver meteor?
He's in what? I think he's in 2nd gear. Yes, he's in 2nd gear.
So you probably need to gear up again.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's going to be another medium straight coming. Yeah, right now that's the maneuver of the day. Especially because of all those free shift symbols, which is really nice. Okay, so free shift.
Got 3.
3 dice.
3 dice.
All right, so here he goes. That was a pretty good roll. 3 shifts and a hazard. That's not bad.
I'm gonna negate that hazard.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to
shift up and negate.
I'm deciding. I'm gonna shift up at least 1.
Okay. You're debating on whether you're going to negate the hazard or shift up to 4th?
He's only got 1 hazard. I'm just going to shift up to 4th.
Ooh, well that's going to give him 2 more hazards though for each shift. Here you go. There's your 2 hazards. And then he's just going to basically move straight forward and be right behind the green machine, though not quite turned in the same direction. There we go. For El Fantasmo Rapido.
I forgot.
Because he still has to go through the starting line.
Yeah.
Okay, so El Fantasmo Rapido, and he gets 1 shift for free because of choosing the medium straight, which is always good. So what do we have? He's got a lot of hazards though, doesn't he?
He's got none.
Oh, he's got none. I'm looking at the wrong guy. Okay, so he's
at color,
plenty good.
At color coordinated 3 gear
so
dice.
You need some shifts then because you want to up gear here. That's not a bad roll. You got 1 skid and 3 shifts. That's not bad at all. I'm taking a wild guess the skid is being canceled because you'd skid into your own car, which would be terrible.
I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to take both of those though.
So you're going to take 2 hazards and go all the way up to 4th gear?
Yeah.
All right. So that I thoroughly agree with that decision. Being that he didn't have any hazards yet, he could totally afford to purchase a couple there to be able to, or spend a couple rather, to be able to up gear. And then you're going to be right behind. A lot of tailgating going on. Okay, so let's see here. So now we're going to go to gear phase 3. Okay, so I am going to activate. I'm going to activate the Roadrunner. And the Roadrunner, being in 5th gear at the moment, is going to use the long straight. Because he can. Because he's awesome. So he's going to use the long straight. Now he's got only 1 hazard on him. I don't think I'm going to bother doing any kind of shifting with him. I don't think I'm going to roll the shift dice. I think I'm just going to take his long straight and drive to the end of it because he's got a clear path. And this is 3rd gear. That gives me a audience vote for peeling out as I do. Okay, so that is going to be it for the Roadrunner.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna activate Steve, who's in 4th gear. And let's see what we got.
Well, you know what I think we've got is a medium straight. He's already lined up, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And you can't use the long straight yet in 4th gear. I think you need 5th gear for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the medium straight.
Plus, the free shift is so useful, especially when you've been picking up a fair amount of hazard tokens.
You got caught on the wire.
Oh, be careful, Fenris. We're talking to our dog in case you didn't know. So he gets his shift.
He's got three dice.
Do it, Steve. That could have been better. that was not a good roll. Are we gonna push it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looked like a push it kind of situation. Here's a hazard token for the pushing it. So you're gonna re-roll all 3 of those dice, I'm guessing, or no? Oh, you're not gonna re-roll the spin. I would have re-rolled the spin.
Well, it lets me turn.
Yeah, but it also gives you a hazard token.
Fine.
I'd be judged to be looking for shifts at this point. Well, it's better than the first roll.
Yeah.
So you got 2 shifts, a spin, and a skid. You can keep the spin if you want it. That's not going to be a problem, but God, that skid would be terrible right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Get rid of the skid with one of the shifts, you mean?
Yeah.
What are you going to do otherwise?
I'm gonna use this to take a hazard off.
But then get it back from the spin.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you get a hazard for spins and skids. That's what I was mentioning before about why it was a good idea to re-roll them.
Okay, so I guess...
Okay, and then you can move your medium. It's not... How many hazards does he have?
3?
Oh, it's still not too bad. He's only at half. My Mongrel is worse because he keeps getting the hazards from him. God, he's managing to stay right behind me even though he's slower than me. I'm putting a little distance between us, but I don't like him being right there. Do not like him being right there. Okay, so with the Mongrel, I'm gonna do a. You know, this is a tough decision because it's like I'm looking at this, and it's like I want to veer. You know, maybe so I could be a little less close to you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a veer. He's in 3rd gear, and I'm gonna hope this is gonna move him a little bit away enough that he hopefully will not be getting that damned effect from you. Now I'm going to roll...
Terrifying lunatic?
Yeah, the terrifying lunatic. Now I'm going to roll my 3 dice here. Come on, I want 3 shifts. I got 2 shifts and... 2 shifts and a hazard. This is tough because I'm already at 4 hazards with him. I think he's got the most hazards of any car either side here. So I think I'm going to cancel out the hazard I rolled, which leaves me with 1 shift. And now the question is, do I shift up and risk it. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to have to stay in third gear with him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove a hazard from him with the last shift, so he goes down to 3 hazards, and then we'll find out if at least my veer maneuver worked enough that I'm not in short range of you. Because that thing is brutal. Yes, I'm out of short range. But it means I'm not going to be able to activate with the Mongrel in the next gear phase, unfortunately. He's basically done until we get back to the first gear phase for the next round. So you are up.
Okay, I am going to activate Bones.
I expected as much.
He is in third gear. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to use the Gentle, I think.
Okay, I get a Gentle left.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. So in third gear, that is neither a trivial maneuver, so you don't get a free shift, nor a, but that will be putting you right towards that building there. And they have to do another turn right after, another Gentle back in the other direction. I think you Gentle too soon. That could have also been a little better, but probably not bad enough to force a push it. Let's see what you do.
I'm going to cancel out this.
I was going to say, you're probably going to keep the spin, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because then you're going to get to adjust to miss the building.
Mm-hmm.
How many hazards does he already have?
He's, Bones. He's got 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna shift up because I don't want to not be able to do anything
Next round. So you're on 4th gear. Then you're going to take 2 hazards, one for the shift and one for... Ooh, that's rough. How many hazards? So is that 5 he's up to?
Yeah.
1 more and he's... Oh, I might try to ram you. See if I can make you skid out. So, because 1 more and he skids out, doesn't he?
And then I can...
And then you can spin him on the spot. Up to 90 degrees. So you make sure you're missing that building. Yeah. And you are missing that building. Okay, so I'm going to call the green machine. And let's see, what gear is he in? Green machine is currently in 4th gear. I don't think I can ram you because, well, wait a minute. You pulled you did a turn, and I'm still headed kind of straight for you. I might be able to ram you because the turn is a little slower than a medium. I'm going to pull a medium straight on green machine. Let's see if I can ram you. I think I might have the space. I think you might have given me enough to clip you in the rear there. So let's see how this goes. All right, so I'm gonna roll for green machine. Roll all 4 dice. I'm gonna try to ram you there. So I got 2 shifts, a spin, and a hazard. I'm gonna, let's see. Green machine is currently in 4th gear, so he's already activating next round anyway. I think what I'm going to do is keep the spin, cancel the hazard, and should I shift up? He's got no hazards on him right now. Yeah, I'm going to shift up to 5th gear with him, and he's going to take the 2 hazards for shifting up and for doing the spin, and we'll see how this goes because I'm going to see if I got enough gusto to ram you. Oh, I do. So I'm going to stop as soon as I hit you. Now I am declaring a smash attack. Are you going to declare a avoid or a smash attack?
Okay, I'll do a smash attack back because what I have to lose.
That is fair. So, okay, so you're going to do a smash attack back, which means we're both going to wind up taking 2 hazards. So that puts me up to 5 and puts you past 6, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so, no, excuse me, me up to 4. I was looking at the wrong vehicle. All right, so my roll of the smash attack at you is your... okay, so I get to roll my current gear minus your current gear. Now, my gear is 5, but I get minus 1 die because I'm a smaller car than you, which means I only get 4 dice. But what is your current gear?
4.
Oh, that means I get 0 dice. Oh, this may have been a poor... Well, it's still going to make you wipe out, though, because because of the collision did give you the hazards. So, it's probably worth it for making you wipe out, but I wasn't actually able to roll any dice to do damage to you. You, on the other hand, are actually going to get to roll dice back on me, because with your 4 plus 2 for being a larger vehicle, that's 6, minus my 5, you get to roll 1 die for a chance for damage.
Okay.
So you still get a chance to damage me, even though my little buggy wasn't able to damage your little performance car over there. So let's see what you get. So that was a 2, that's a miss. You needed a 4 or a 5 for 1 damage or a 6 for 2 damage. However, we did both take some hazard tokens, and yours are going to cause a wipeout check. So the first thing you do is you are 6 or more hazard tokens on that vehicle, so it will make a flip check. You must roll a die and get your current gear or higher to succeed. Your current gear is 4, so you need a 4 better not to flip over. Either way, you're skidding out, but flipping over would be bad because you'll take damage. Oh, it was not your gear or higher. That was a 2. So now you're going to flip. You're going to suffer 2 hits. So you will take hits from that flip, even though I wasn't able to damage you. So you're going to take 2 damage.
Okay.
Then you're going to move a medium straight forward. Let's get you the medium straight as you roll over straight forward.
Mm-hmm.
You go down to gear 1. You remove all the hazard tokens from your vehicle, and I get to face you in any direction that I want because you've spun out and flipped over. So I'm going to have you facing the complete wrong direction, so that when gear 1 phase does come around, you're going to have to back up or turn around in some manner. Which you can back up in first gear, of course, but that is it for the green machine. So it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to activate the silver meteor.
What gear is he at?
He's at 4.
Oh, okay.
Is he... I think I'm going to do the medium straight.
You don't say.
Can you remove your dice?
Yes, of course.
So I still get one of those. And then he's got 3.
Trying to get up to 5th gear. Possibly. Maybe a spin also, so you can change your direction a little bit, huh? Let's see. You got 2 shifts and a spin. That's 3 shifts because of the free one. 3 shifts and a spin. That's actually the perfect roll right now.
Do I really need to change direction?
If you want to get around your own vehicle and the building that you don't want to hit, then probably.
I'm not going to hit the building.
But you might hit your own vehicle.
Yeah.
Which spins, it's not moving anymore until we get back to gear 1.
Okay, so I'm going to shift up and cancel the hazard.
So you're in 5th gear. I'm taking a wild guess that you're probably using the other shift to remove a hazard.
Yeah, just cancel the...
Yeah, basically. I mean, not really. It's actually you remove a hazard and then you get a hazard because that's...
Yeah.
But it's basically... Effectually, it's the same thing.
So then he moves there.
And then gets a free spin on the spot. You can actually... It looks like you've moved far enough forward that you can actually... The spin could be used to ram me if you wanted to. Looks like it would be a side swipe, too.
How many hazards do you have?
With that car, I'm at 4 hazards. It's because I had to stop short to hit your car, that's why. Mm-hmm. So if you spin into my rear wheel, that'll be a side swipe or a T-bone. So, okay, so you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to... Are you declaring a smash attack then?
Yes.
I'm going to declare an avoid, so I'm going to try to dodge. So you get... now, for this smash attack, this is going to count as a T-bone, because the rule of carnage is you always go to the more damaging one, so which means you don't deduct my speed. You just get your straight up current gear, which is what?
5.
So you get 5 dice, then you get 2 more dice because you're a larger vehicle. So you get 7 dice.
I need to get.
You need to get more dice up. That could be a really big attack. And I am going to attempt to dodge you with 5 dice, but with a smash attack, we're both going to take 2 hazards, which means either way, the green machine is going to be losing control also. Whether he takes a lot of damage or not, he's going to be skidding out, possibly rolling over. I'll get you your 2 hazards. What does that put your vehicle at?
5.
So a lot, but not skidding out yet. So you will come out on top of it. Oh my god, that is a really horrifically bad roll for me. So you got 2 6s, which is 4 hits by themselves. 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. I don't know if I've ever seen a collision that vicious. Okay, so I get 5 dice to try to stop you. I would like to roll 5 6s, please. Because I don't know, that might be like my only way to stop you right now, because that is kind of crazy. So let's see, I've got 5 dice here. Okay, I need lots of 6. What did we say, 8 hits? Is that what we said? 2, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, you have 8 hits on me. So I need a lot, or you're probably about to total my buggy already. We didn't even get past the weapons gate. I canceled 1. That was not a good roll. So we're at 7 hits. Mm-hmm. You totaled the green machine. You just ripped him in half. So okay. So, well, first off, he's gonna immediately go to the wrecked instead of doing a wipeout. So for wrecked, he's gonna get the short forward as he goes out of control. Let me get the short movement. Here we go. He moves the short forward. Gonna flip him over, and then he becomes a wreck. We do an explosion check. I roll a 6-sided die, +1 for each ammo he still had on him. He had no ammo, so he just needs a 6 to explode. Let's find out. Looks like it's not gonna be. Let me see. Yeah, it's a 2. So he does not explode. So he is now a lightweight obstacle because he has now been exploded. But if I get one more audience vote, I might be able to respawn him. We'll see how that goes. But right now, he's dead. You just killed one of my drivers. Well done.
You get +1 audience vote if one of your vehicles is wrecked.
I do, that's right. So I might be able to bring him back at the beginning of a round if I want to, but he'll be back behind the starting line, so I'll have to decide if that's worth it or not. Okay, if I want to respawn him. So, you've got the last vehicle.
Yeah, Phantasma Rapido.
I'm going to guess a medium straight?
Yeah.
Does give you that free. You want me to line it up for you? There you go. Right there. And of course, we don't make the length of the car cause a hit when they both got their full medium straight move, so.
He's just going to move.
And basically just remove a hazard token? Or what?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Well, because he's already in 4th gear, so he's already going to get to go next time anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you want me to just put him up in there, or just have him tailgating your... He's actually, almost fits perfectly. He's literally touching bumpers, but, like I said, we don't play that cutthroat that we make when they both got to move their full medium straight at the length of the car to make a collision happen. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Gear Phase 4. We've actually had a lot of action going on in Gear Phase 3 there. So I've still got pole position. I'm going to activate the Road Runner, who is in Gear 5, as it were, as I take a quick look to see what can I do in Gear 5. I'm going to do a gentle turn with him in Gear 5, because I need to turn to the right, because I need to start getting towards that gate. At the moment, I'm not facing the right direction. Unfortunately, that gives me a hazard with the Roadrunner, but it's only his 2nd for being in Gear 5 while doing a gentle turn. So I'm going to turn that right towards the gate if I can. I'm going to roll all 4 of his dice and hope for lots of shifts. Come on with the shifts. I got 2 shifts, 2 spins.
What gear is he in?
He is in 5th gear.
Oh, he gets a hazard.
I did. I took it. That's what I just said. Okay. He took a hazard. So I do want a spin, I think. I mean, I want a spin will get me to line up well. So what I think I'm going to do is, let's see, he's at 2 hazards. I'm going to cancel 1 spin with this shift. Get rid of that. Now, I've got 1 shift and 1 spin left. So if I shift up to 6th gear, that will put me at 4 hazards with the spin, which is actually, considering what he's doing, is not too bad since he's flooring it like he is. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to shift up to 6th gear. First card to make it 6th gear, which will give him another hazard. And he's going to take a 4th hazard for keeping the spin. And I'm going to make that gentle turn. Do not go gentle into that. Good night, sir. And after making the turn, he's going to adjust ever so slightly so that he will be able to go right through that gate with now straight maneuvers. Okay, so that is it for the Roadrunner, who is really, really moving. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you are up.
So I think I'm going to activate... I'm going to activate the Silver Meteor.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck between a wrecked car and a spun out car. What is he gonna do? Because this is the Silver Meteor right here, and he's aimed at the 2 cars there. Is he gonna shimmy? What is that maneuver called? A swerve? A veer? What gear is he in?
He's in 5.
Well, in 5th gear, he could do a swerve. It will give him a hazard, but he could do it.
I don't think that would be a good idea looking at how it is. It would swerve me directly into that car. I was thinking of...
Well, you could always get a spin out of it.
I was thinking of just going straight and then doing one of those, like, hairpins, maybe.
The swerve?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's up to you. I don't think you're gonna thread that needle, I gotta tell you. You could also just do some kind of turn.
You could.
Yeah, now's where it's like a nail biter of how are you going to do this.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to try it.
You're going to go, what, medium straight?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. You're going right towards your own car.
I can just do a hairpin turn before I get to it. It'll be fine.
I can't wait to see this happen, but I think you're going to ram your own car. Either that or you're going to ram the wreck.
I can't even do it. I'm in 5th gear. I can't even do that.
Oh, you can't do that one anymore?
No.
Oh, so let's reset. I'll allow a reset on that. Okay.
Okay, so I can do a long is not a good idea.
No, that's going to hit your own car. A long will hit your own car for sure.
There's this swerve.
That's the swerve. The swerve is pretty hardcore.
Gentle. Yeah, but the swerve is going to swerve me directly into the
upside
down car.
It might get you past it. Look at how hard that.
No.
Just look at that. You go from here to there. That's pretty hardcore. It might get you past it. Mm. Especially if you get a spin on it. A spin on that swerve would definitely get you past it. I think the swerve is your best options to get around the wreck. Because otherwise, I think you're going to run either into the wreck or your own car there that's spun out.
Okay, I'll try the swerve.
I think it's the best choice. Let's see how it looks, by the way, by itself. Yeah, you'll get past it. Look, that's past it. That's past it. You're just going to be close, but I think you're going to be just past it. Yeah, a spin would not go amiss.
Okay, so...
You take a hazard automatically.
Well, that puts me at 6 hazards.
Yes, but you still have a chance to get rid of some with the roll. Because you check for spinning out at the end of the turn. So you need some shifts. You need some shifts to get rid of some hazards, is what you really need. You can push it and look for 3 shifts to just get rid of all, like, 3 hazards. You can push it to re-roll those other 2.
I guess I got it, otherwise...
Otherwise, you're gonna spin out yourself. So, all right, I'll give you another hazard. How many are you at now?
7?
7? Yeah, you need to lose 2. You need to be able to lose 2 hazards and not get any.
No.
That's not happening. So he's the Silver Meteor is definitely gonna spin out. So you're gonna have to rely on Steve and the Phantasma Rapido for a little while until you can get back up to speed. All right, so what are you gonna do with those dice then? Knowing that, well, you might want to angle him so he doesn't crash into something when he spins out.
Yeah,
Might not be a bad idea.
It's not worth it to...
You might want to remove this, though, because that's going to put you over here.
I'll remove that one.
And basically keep the spin?
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably the better thing, so that way you won't hit the rack.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to go to the end, spin it how you like.
Well, I do hit it.
Let me see. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I guess.
There you go. Okay, so that's keeping you from... You're fine at the moment until you spin out. Now we check for spin out. So you are in the wipeout step. So for the wipeout step, you've got over 6 hazards. So make a flip check. You have to roll your current gear or higher. What is your current gear?
Oh, it was 5. I already put it down to 1.
Okay, well, it's not 1 yet, but it's going to be 1 shortly.
Yeah, that's why.
But go ahead and roll a 5 or better to not flip over. Nope, you're flipping over. Okay, so suffer 2 hits for the flip because you roll over. Then move a medium straight. Oh, I hope you don't hit that other wreck. Do you make it?
The back tires make it, the bumper doesn't.
We'll count it. You make just barely then. Just barely make it. Okay, so, let's see. Move vehicle to 5. Okay, so with the flip, you reduce your gear to 1. Remove all hazard tokens. And then I get to face it any way I like. I like the way it's facing. Because that way...
I still have a swerve. Or turn or whatever it's called.
No, you mean the spin?
Yeah.
You already did that.
Oh, I did?
No, that's before you flip out. So now I can, I'm debating, because here's the thing. Like, I can have you facing the vehicle, which you have to back up to get around it anyway. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave you facing the vehicle there, because that's actually, like, you're totally in the way of the Phantasma Rapido, too. This whole side of the racetrack is, like, gummed up with wrecks and people who spun out. Okay, so is that it for the Silver Meteor?
Yes.
Okay, so that leaves me with no one, because he's not in a high enough gear. He's only in 3rd gear. He's dead. So it leaves you with your last 2 cars.
Yeah.
So you just get to go twice in a row now.
So I'm gonna do Steve. He's in 4th gear. Let's see. I think Steve is gonna do medium straight.
Okay.
He's got 1 for the medium.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 for his handling.
Mm-hmm. Trying to gear up again to 5th gear, maybe. Oh, looks like you might be able to do it. He's looking pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
He's got 3 shifts and a spin. That's not bad at all.
What I'm gonna do is... I do need to shift up if he goes anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna use 1 to shift up to 5.
Okay.
So I get a hazard.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're not... I thought you'd be canceling it with one of the other hazards immediately.
I might still.
I'm thinking about it. Okay.
Then I'm going to...
He's already in max gear. 5th is his max gear.
I'm going to keep the spin.
Mm-hmm. What, cancel 2 hazards?
And cancel 2 hazards, but really only 1 because
the spin gives you 1 back. Yeah, but that's not too bad. Then you're back down to 3 hazards. That's actually not bad at all. And that should be enough that you might be able to spin to face gate 1.
Yeah, that was why I was keeping it. So
I think a little more. I think you need a smidge more. Stop. Yeah, that's it. You're going to go straight through the gate that way.
And then...
Wow, he's probably your MVP so far this game. He caused like crazy hazards to the Mongrel. Steve. Unassuming Steve. He's just doing really good. I can't believe he's keeping up with my performance car, actually.
Okay.
But he took the turn a lot tighter.
And then we have Phantasmo Rapido.
Well, if you don't gear up to 5th gear, you can just go forward and then wait for the 1st gear for the other people to get out of your way. You know?
I'm also thinking of just turning and going the way.
Going after Steve?
There's no obstructions.
You could do that too, and then try to gear up also. How many... And he doesn't have a lot of hazards, right?
He's got 1.
So, oh yeah, he can afford to spend some.
So I'm on 4, I think?
You can do a regular turn on 4. That might be enough to get you... You'll take a hazard for it, but that might be enough to get you going in the right direction.
Do a gentle turn and
you
not
can.
take a hazard.
You can.
That might put me...
That might put you straight towards the building, though. Of course, you get a spin on the end of it, you're probably going past it. It's tough because he's aimed to go in towards the right side of the building right now.
Yeah. I'm going to do the turn, I think.
You are going to do the turn?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think that might be enough to get you. It looks like that would be enough to actually miss the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you got to do is take a hazard for the turn, but that's not bad because that's only, what, your 2nd hazard?
Yeah.
So he's actually doing fine. And then you could still roll and try to get some things to remove the hazards and also shift up if you get lucky. See how that goes. Let's see how your luck holds out for Phantasmo Rapido, changing direction here. 2 shifts and a hazard. That's actually not bad.
So I'm going to negate that.
Okay. And then I'm taking a wild guess you're going to take a 3rd hazard to shift up to 5th gear.
Yeah.
With them. I figured you would. That's what it seemed like to me. I'm like, you totally, yeah, here's your hazard.
And then he goes there.
Yeah, and he's getting past the building, which is the most important thing, and away from the other wrecks. Okay, so that's it, right? For Gear 4. So now we're going to go to Gear 5. I still have pole position, but only 1 mobile vehicle, which is the guy in the lead. That is my friend, the Roadrunner, who's going to take a long, straight... right towards that gate, long, straight, right towards that gate, and not roll anything, because he doesn't have to. And there is the Roadrunner's move, because he is awesome. He is fast. He is the Roadrunner.
So now is it Steve's turn?
Well, it's whatever you want's turn, yeah.
It's Steve's turn.
I was going to say, Steve is the one tailing the Roadrunner there.
And
So hold on one second. I'm gonna move this up.
Steve is going to do a long straight as well, since he's in 5th gear.
Okay, so Steve is going to come right by that building there, huh? Ooh, yeah, he's close to me.
Steve has 3 hazards. I think he's just going to move.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Just going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. He's managed to stay really close to my performance car this whole time. Okay, so it's still you.
Okay, so Phantasmo Rapido.
Who's now trying to swerve around the other side of the structure here. Let me just move this a little bit so we can see all the vehicles. Here we go.
What is his... He's in 5th gear too, right? He has to be, otherwise he can't move. I
think he's the only one left moving other than Steve and Roadrunner who are battling it out for 1st place over there.
I'm going to do a long straight with him too.
Okay.
Just to get him past the building, hopefully. Yeah.
And he will not be hitting the other wreck, so that will get him right past that building. Of course, he's going to need to do a turn in a moment. Yeah. I might have tried to roll to get a spin on that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine where he is. Okay, that's fair. He's going to definitely have to turn after that, though. Okay, so now we're going to move to 6th gear. There was only one car in 6th gear, and that is the Road Runner. Which, like, I feel like singing Road Runner by Joan Jett every time I use him because he's kicking such butt, and Joan Jett kicks such butt. So.
Oh, okay. Whenever you say Road Runner, I just think Meep Meep.
Oh, I was thinking like Road Runner from Joan. You were thinking the cartoon, and I was thinking Joan Jett.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Road Runner, Road Runner. No?
No.
I don't want to sing anymore, but I might have to pay rights to use it. Okay, so he's going to do a long straight, and it's going to be enough to get him past the gate. So I am going to try to roll for him because I want to spin out. I want to get past the gate and spin, which would be great. So he's going to roll 4 dice. Looking for a spin. So, well, I got a skid, which is actually, in this case, just as good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to cancel this hazard here. I'm going to remove a hazard from him with the other shift. I'm going to skid out and get a hazard from that. So I'm going to put the hazard back on him, keeping him at 4 hazards. So for the skid, here it is. We put this here. He can go either direction. He's going to skid in the correct direction. But now that has gotten me through a gate, so he's going to activate his awesome ability that I've been waiting to try out. This is the first time I've ever had it. He's going to activate Extended, which means he removes all hazard tokens for going through a gate. So he's back down to 0 hazard tokens and is heading towards gate number 2. Now you get to roll a 5 or better, and you're going to get an audience vote because I passed through the first gate. So go ahead and roll a die, and let's see if you get a 5 or better. Oh, you might have it. You got it. So you get an audience vote. So I'm going, now I passed through the first gate also, which means I have to give you the pole position marker. So you have pole position now until one of your cars passes through a gate. So we're going to go back down to gear phase 1. And you get to start us off. So who are you going to activate? And remember, in gear phase 1, you can back up and still shift up to 2nd gear to move forward after you've backed up. Because some of yours are going to need that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered. Now, you're not technically touching this because we decided you didn't hit it. So remember, you will have to back up with him to get around it.
Right. So, okay, I'm going to activate Bones.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and get him facing the right direction.
And maybe up geared.
So, I'm going to...
Are you going to go for the hairpin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you can hairpin away from the building. If you do it away from the building... Yeah, that'll get you basically going in the right direction. So, how you going to roll for a shift dice? Get him up shifted?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
I was going to say, he's not out of this race yet. If he gets upshifted and gets moving again, he's still a very fast car. So, 2 shifts, a hazard, and a spin. That's actually not too terrible.
Okay. I'm going to negate 1 hazard. I'm going to shift up with the shift.
And take the spin?
Yeah. So
you're going to take 2 hazards. Here you go. Here's your 2 hazards. 2 hazards isn't bad since you lost all the ones you already had.
So, he's going to go like this.
And then you can spin. You might want to get your head down behind him to make sure he's facing the right direction.
I think that's good.
Yeah, he looks good to me. I think he's going to make it. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to spend my 3 audience votes, and I'm going to respawn the green machine. So I'm going to take him off the board. He goes back behind the starting line. And now he has to be the one I activate for this turn, so I'm going to choose a medium straight for him, which gives him 1 free shift die. And then he's going to roll his, let's see. He's going to roll his 4 handling dice, along with the 1 shift die, which he winds up with a skid and a spin and 3 shifts, which isn't bad. So I'm going to remove the skid with one of the shifts. I'm going to shift up and cancel the... should I do that or should I just... Yeah, probably. Get him into 2nd gear at least. Or do I want to get him right into 3rd gear? Because that won't be too bad. I only have 3 hazards. Yeah, I'm gonna shift up twice and take the spin. So he's gonna take 3 hazards. So he's gonna get all the way to 3rd gear. Because I do need to get him back in this race if I want him to be any part of it. So he gets 3 hazards, but he's all the way to 3rd gear, and he gets to move. I'm just gonna turn the camera here so we can see who we're looking at here. Because we are looking at the green machine who had to start all the way back by the starting line again. And he's going to move up and get himself, hopefully, back into this race. He's going to start moving again. So now I'm going to put the camera back to see everybody else who's further ahead. Who are you going to activate now?
I think I'm going to go with the Silver Meteor.
So he's got a backup too, it looks like. Yeah, because we decided, because if he had started touching the obstacle, he could have gone through it, but we decided he was just shy. So, but he doesn't need to back up as sharply, necessarily. Because I was going to say, a turn gives you a shift on a 1st gear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I think I'm going to take the turn.
Not bad at all. Free shift is always good. And it'll also get him going in a different direction than Bones.
I got that.
Free turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Let's see what you got. So you got 2 shifts and 2 skids. Which actually a skid wouldn't be terrible. It would have you over here basically instead of at the end of the turn. Up to you if you want to keep a skid, mind you.
Does the skid give a hazard?
It does give a hazard.
Okay.
Anything other than a shift gives a hazard always.
Yeah,
You can push it to roll them again, of course.
No, I'm gonna negate 1.
And then you're going to shift up and skid?
Yeah.
So you're going to take 2 hazards. Okay, here's your 2 hazards. And let me get you the slide template. So you're going to be, it will at least still get you, it'll get you on the other side. Because you wind up sliding over to here. So that will actually get you on the inside of Bones rather than the outside of Bones. So that's actually still pretty good. In fact, it probably put you closer to the next gate than you would have been otherwise, which is not too bad. Okay, so that was it for, and they both got to gear up to 2nd gear, right?
Yes.
So that was it for, so let's see, Bones activated,
Silver Meteor
activated, and Green Machine activated is all that activated, because it's my turn for my 2nd vehicle to activate. And I'm going to go ahead and activate the Roadrunner, because he is doing me proud over there, and he's still in 6th gear. And we're going to go long straight with him. And we're not going to, you know what, we're not going to roll anything. He's doing fine on his own. We're just going to go right for it. Keep going towards that next gate there. And that is a long straight in the 1st gear, which means that thanks to Roadrunner, I get another audience vote back. So now, now it is your turn.
I'm going to activate Steve. Steve is going to do a long straight.
Is it not quite enough to get him through the gate yet?
No.
But he's getting, well, he might be on it. His weapons might go live.
Yeah,
but you're not going to want to roll with him yet because he's not going to be able to spin out and, quite yet, is what I'm saying. Well, like if this was going actually through the gate right now, you might want to roll so you could spin out afterwards like I did with the Roadrunner to be facing the right direction. But at the moment, you're still kind of not going to be doing that yet.
Yeah, so he's just going to...
But, he's on the gate, which means his weapons do go live. What is he equipped with?
Molotov cocktails.
Molotov, of course he is. Of course he is. Okay. So that leaves my last vehicle to activate, the Mongrel over here. So, who's currently kind of going towards the building a little bit. I think what I'm going to do with the Mongrel, though, is I'm going to do a medium straight, because I can. He's in 3rd gear, which isn't too bad. And he gets a free shift for that. And I'm going to roll and look for a spin. Because a spin would be nice, actually, right now. Instead, I got 3 shifts. Okay. I'm going to have to turn next turn for sure. So he's in 3rd gear currently, 3 shifts, and he's currently got 3 hazard tokens on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all 3 of the Mongrel's hazard tokens and just move them. And then, I'm going to have to, that's going to have to be like a hard turn next time, unfortunately. Yeah, he's just going to have to, because he didn't get the spin. Okay, so that's going to be it for the Mongrel.
So, I got to do a little turn, hopefully.
Yeah, Phantasmi Rapido's kind of facing the wrong direction, isn't he? Because he's kind of looking off over here. At least he's not going to hit the rack, so you can turn any amount of turn you want. But the harder you can turn, the better. That's not going to help you.
No.
The harder you can turn, the closer you're going to be going towards that gate.
He's in...
what gear is he in?
He's in 5, so I can only do the gentle turn.
Ooh. Well, hope for a spin after the gentle turn, basically. So is that going to give you a hazard too? Yeah. So it's a gentle turn with a hazard and hopefully a spin, because you're going to want to spin out. So I'll pass you your hazard. So let's see what he does. So he got 2 shifts and a skid. You don't want the skid. You do not want that skid, because that would put you into the rack.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to...
Remove the skid?
Remove the skid.
Okay.
I'm at my max gear, so
well
I guess I can remove a hazard.
Yeah. But you've started turning.
Yeah, getting there.
Getting there. I think he's gonna take a real long way around, because he had to kind of change direction. So I already moved everybody for me. Have you moved everybody for you? Okay, so we're gonna move up to gear phase 2 here. Now you still have pole position, so who do you want to move?
I'm going to... I'm going to move Steve.
Steve? Oh, I'm going to bring the camera closer for Steve then, because reasons. So Steve is right about to go through the first gate. He's technically already through it. Any kind of movement he does is going to put him on the other side of it, and then you're probably going to want to spin or skid without going off the table would be good.
Yeah, I think I got to do another gentle turn, because I'm at gear 5.
Yeah, so that's good. That won't put you off the table no matter what, and a spin would be best for him. If he could get a spin with that turn, would be really good. So So, no spin. Oh, boy.
It's fine.
Yours should be alright?
I'm going to do this.
Get rid of the hazard with the shift, and what do you do with the other shift? Remove one of his existing hazards?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he needs a spin, though, on his next one. He could do another gentle turn. I don't think that'll take him off the table. It's going to get close, though. He's getting close. Maybe oh, good lord. A skid and a spin would be great for him right now. Well, he's live. Is he doing any attacking?
Oh, I don't think he's in range.
What range is it for his weapon? You're allowed to measure.
Well, it says Molotov cocktails are medium.
So you use the medium template.
And so is the handguns. So
yeah, I don't think he looks like he's out.
That's not medium range.
Yeah, no, he's out. He's out. You're right, he's out. Just wanted to check. So, okay. So my turn for my first activation. And I'm going to activate the Roadrunner. Since you activated your guy in the lead, I'm going to activate my guy in the lead. And the Roadrunner is going to do another long straight. Because he can. Unfortunately, he's kind of going a little bit towards the edge of the table. But he's still doing all right. I think I'm going to just do this one. Let me see. Should I try to spin with this one here? I think I'm gonna wait for one more. Because he wants to get past it first. So it only takes one spin to get around. Okay, so that's it for the Roadrunner.
I'm going to activate Bones.
Okay.
We're going to do a medium
straight. Of course you are. No, because it's what makes sense right now. Get him moving, get him shifting back up again, get him back in the race.
And so
let me pull back so we can see Bones here a little bit.
Get one.
Yeah, one free shift. Yes, indeed.
And, he gets 4.
That's not terrible. He can get rid of the hazards and shift up and take one hazard.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
That's not terrible. Could be worse. Right, Fenris? Could be worse. Fenris is like, I was in that exact same situation in my game last night, Mom. So is that it for him?
Yep.
Okay, so that means it is my turn to activate one of my vehicles. And I'm going to go with, you know what, because let me see what I can do with him. I'm going to go with Mongrel over here and see if I can get him past the building. So, let's see, Mongrel is in 3rd gear, which will do a turn without a hazard. Let's see if the turn will get me past the building. Oh, it would. It would indeed. So he's going to go for it, and he's going to roll his 3 handling dice. Try to get past that building. Let's see what we can get. Ooh. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna push that. I'm gonna push that because I rolled a skid, a hazard, and a shift. I'm gonna push it to re-roll the skid and the hazard. Hopefully, get something better. And I wound up with a second shift and another skid again. So I'm gonna remove the skid with one of the shifts. I'm going to use the other shift let's see. I'm going to use the other shift to remove Mongrel's hazard, and I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna wind up over here, which, ooh, now I'm gonna have to do another turn in the next round to get past that damn wrecked car over there. Okay, but I got Mongrel around the building at least. That was something. So who are you gonna activate?
I'm going to activate Silver Meteor.
Okay, so Silver Meteor
Probably going to do a medium straight.
It makes sense as he follows up. So he gets a free shift on that.
Yeah.
So let's start by putting that up. And I'm guessing he's going to roll all his dice because he needs to shift up, don't he?
He does.
You're debating?
I'm debating whether just use that one and
And just take a hazard?
Yeah.
Well, that's also viable. You could do
I think
that.
I'm going to do that.
You're just going to take... Oh, no roll. Fair enough. So you're just going to take that and take one hazard. Here's your hazard. Okay. It is a safe bet. And now he's going to be shifted up to what, third gear?
Yeah, he's had some troubles.
He had some trouble. Yeah, he was the winning car last game.
He was.
But this game, yeah, he's had a few issues. So I guess it's my turn to activate a vehicle, and all I've got left is the green machine. So the green machine is in third gear right now, and it is, of course, the second gear phase, so he's doing just fine. He's going to take a medium straight because it gives him a free shift. And you know what? He's gonna, let's see, he's gonna roll his 4 dice though and look for some more shifts if he can. So he gets a free shift. Let me just adjust this so we can see the green machine here. So he gets a free shift, and he's gonna roll 4 dice to hope for some more shifts. That could have gone a bit better. So what I'm going to do is I've got a spin, I've got a skid, and I've got 3 shifts. So I'm going to use 1 shift to remove the skid. I don't, you know what? On the other hand, you know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to, let's see. Actually, I'm going to keep both the skid and the spin, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove, instead, he's in third gear right now. I'm going to remove 2 of his hazards. And then I'm going to remove the 3rd hazard. Yeah, I'm going to remove all 3 hazards, so he's down to 0 hazards. And then I'm gonna apply the skid and apply the spin, which will give him 2 hazards back. But I think actually it's gonna put him in a good position, because first he gets, with a medium straight, he gets to put the slide template at the end of it. So he's gonna slide in like this, and then he gets to apply the spin. So I'm gonna do like that. So it actually gave him a little bit of a boost, even though he had to take 2 hazards for it. That actually isn't bad at all. So that's gonna be it for the green machine. He was my last guy to go, so I think you have 1 more.
Yes, I have Phantasma Rapido, who needs to probably do another gentle turn, because I think I'm at 5 still, yeah.
You didn't want to down gear with him, so yeah, so gentle turns are what he's doing at the moment.
Just seeing if there's...
I'm gonna move the camera a little bit to get a better view of where Phantasmo Rapido is.
I wonder if a swerve might be better.
He'd still be facing the same direction, unless you got a spin.
Yeah, but he would be more to the right.
Yeah, but he'd still be facing to the left. At least the turn would have him facing towards it.
Okay, gentle turn it is.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to spin. He needs to spin so he can start actually getting towards that second.
So I think he gets a hazard for the gentle turn.
Okay, so what's that put him up to?
4.
Ooh, he's getting a little bit of dangerous territory. He turns at high gear. Ooh, but look at all them shifts.
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
So, well, he's at max gear, so...
You could always gear down to make it easier to make harder turns.
Fun.
That's up to you.
I'm going to just take off
3 hazards?
3 hazards.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, that makes him a lot more stable.
And then
just
gonna go like that.
He's just gonna take a while to come around.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was the last guy in gear 2. So now we're gonna go up to gear phase 3. And you still have. Oh, you went through pole position this turn, so I should have pole position back. So I'm gonna activate one of my vehicles. I'm gonna try to activate. I'm gonna try to activate the Mongrel, who is in gear 3. He's going to try to pull a turn, which will not give him a hazard. I need to get moving with him, and I mean he's even behind Phantasma Rapido here. In fact, the only one of my cars doing well is the Roadrunner, who is in first, but everything else is kind of falling behind. So he's going to roll his 3 dice. He needs to get up here and get moving. So that's terrible. I rolled a skid and 2 spins. I'm going to push it, take a hazard, which thankfully, since I got rid of all his hazards before, is going to be his first hazard. And I'm going to re-roll all 3 dice. And I got a shift, a skid, and a spin. So I'm going to use the shift to get rid of the skid. And I'm going to keep the spin. Damn. That is awful. So he's going to move up here, spin in what direction he likes, which is going to put him right towards the gate, but he's still in gear 3, so he's not going to make it through the gate because this is going to be the last phase, and this turn he's going to be able to move. He's really having trouble catching up. So that's it for my first vehicle. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to... I'm tempted to try and
get him going?
Yeah.
Steve over there?
Oh, Steve.
Well, that's going to be dangerous. He's so close to the edge of the table. What gear is he in?
He's in 5.
Oh, so all he can do is a gentle.
Yeah.
Is that going to put him off the end of the table?
I don't know. We're going to see.
Going to find out, huh? Oh.
I think it does, yeah.
Well, you know what you need to do then? You need to skid and spin.
Yeah.
If he can skid and spin, he'll survive. This is like crazy dangerous right now. You need to skid and spin to not go off the end of the table or he's out of the game.
I gotta spin.
You gotta spin, but you still need a skid. You're gonna have to push it. You gotta push it. You need that skid and spin.
Okay. Give me a hazard.
Alright. So looking for the skid. Looking for the skid. Does he get it? He got it! Oh my god, he has a skid, a spin, and a shift. That is the best possible outcome. Because we're going to put the... you know what? Hold on. Let me give this to you to put up because I'm going to get the camera over here. Because this is awesome. I can't believe that actually happened. So I need to get the camera over here to see it. So what he did was, with the skid and the spin, he can get over there. Well, he's going to go to the end of the slide. And then he's going to go to the end of the slide.
Yeah.
You got to put him at the end of the slide. Okay, and then, now it would be a little off the table, but this is too cool not to let it happen.
Well,
so
if
we're
I
going to
put him
remove
down,
these.
he's still...
Yeah, but you get to spin him.
Oops.
You get to spin him in any direction. So there you go, and that will keep him alive because we generally go by the rule of if it's awesome, we let it happen.
Okay, but I probably do get some hazards.
You're going to get 2 hazards, but you get to remove one for the shift.
Yeah, so I guess just
one hazard. That's actually not that bad. I didn't want to see Steve go off the end of the table. Not when he actually got the dice he needed. So, and he wasn't falling off the end of the table.
No.
Well, we play a little fast and loose with the rules in some of these miniature games, especially one like this that's very lighthearted. So that's it for Steve. He was the second person to go after the Mongrel. So now I'm going to run with the Green Machine, who's fallen. He's in last place right now, the poor Green Machine, trying to catch up. Green Machine, though, is in 3rd gear. He needs to shift up. Let's get him a medium straight, because that's going to give him a shift. And then what we're going to do is, let's roll the dice. Let's see if we can get some more shifts and get him moving. So I'm going to see what I can do here. I rolled, I got a shift. I get a free shift, I forgot to give him to him. So I have a second shift, a hazard, and a skid. You know what, I'm going to take the skid. I'm going to remove the hazard with one of my shifts. And I'm going to, with the Green Machine, I'm going to shift him up. So that gives him a 3rd hazard. And I'm going to take the hazard from the skid because that's fine. That'll get him moving. I'm going to need to do... it's not fine, but I mean, it'll keep him going. So I'm going to put him over here. He's going to need to make some kind of turn on his next turn. But at least it got him into 4th gear, so he's going to keep moving. It could have been better, but I'll take it. So that's it for the green machine. Now what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna activate Bones.
Okay.
He's in 3rd gear. Let's see what we can do with 3rd gear.
Well, you can do a straight, medium straight. I know that.
Yeah.
And you are headed right towards the gate.
Probably for the best.
Do it up. This is gonna keep it interesting here. Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm in 1st place, but you got 2nd and 3rd place.
So
if you can catch up.
Get 1.
Get 1 for free.
And then he's got 4. Okay.
Oh, 3 shifts, a spin, and a hazard. That's not terrible.
So I'm gonna use one of those to
get
do
rid of
that.
the hazard. Get rid of the hazard with the shift.
I'm gonna shift up.
So it's what, 4th gear?
Yes.
Okay. Which will give you a hazard.
Are
you gonna remove the hazard?
I'm gonna remove the hazard,
okay.
but I still get a hazard for this.
You do get a hazard for the spin. Yeah. But the spin is actually really good now because you can put yourself going straight through that gate.
So I'm gonna go there, and we are gonna go like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Very nice. Okay, so that leaves me with the Roadrunner, the only one of my cars doing well, who is in 6th gear, and I think that he is there is only one thing I can do in 6th gear, and that is the long straight. So I'm going to do the long straight. Getting real close to the edge of the table myself, but that's okay. I'm going to roll for a spin because I have to.
But will you be as cool as Steve and get that spin?
Let's find out. So yeah, the Roadrunner is, let me just turn this so everyone can see. He's getting real close to the edge of the table. So let's see if we can get that spin. So he gets 4 dice to get that spin to try to stop from going off the edge of the table there. All right, Roadrunner, let's see you do it. He got the spin. He got 2 spins, and he got 2 shifts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 1 shift to cancel 1 spin. Let's see. He doesn't currently. Does he? Oh, he does currently have. No, he has no hazards on him, so this one's going to have to be wasted because I would have to use it right now. So I'm going to have to discard the other shift, but I will use the spin because I'm going to go here, and then he's going to spin right there to be headed towards gate 2 and take 1 hazard. Oh. Yes, take 1 hazard from the spin. So Roadrunner continuing to be awesome. Wow. If I win this game, he's definitely going to be what won me this game. He's doing so well. So that's it for Roadrunner.
I'm going to do Phantasma Rapido.
Let me turn the camera back to Phantasma Rapido over there.
Who needs to continue
turning.
Gently turning.
Gently turning?
Gently turning.
Is that that's the only turn he can do at 5th gear, right?
Yes.
You should have geared down. God, you need a spin or you're going to start hitting those crates.
It's fine.
Oh, man. All of our guys that got spun out back here are having issues. Oh, that's not bad. Of course, you didn't get the spin. You got 2 shifts and a hazard.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible roll, but the lack of the spin is still a problem.
He's only got 1 hazard on him.
So you want to push it and re-roll the hazard in one of the shifts? Maybe you can. Well, you are trying to get a spin, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
All right.
I
got the exact same thing, and you took a hazard doing it.
Okay. I'm gonna negate this hazard.
Mm-hmm. And maybe remove the other hazard you just got by pushing it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, he's already, unless you wanted to shift down, you're already in max gear.
It's fine.
Okay. He's totally going to wind up ramming that crate. There's no way. There's no way he's not going to ram that crate. It's going to be hilarious. Okay, so, let's see.
Oh, I have Silver Meteor.
Yes, I was going to say, I already did everybody.
Yeah. Silver Meteor is in 3rd gear, and is probably going to do a medium, right? I mean, he's got to turn a little bit.
He's right here.
Yeah.
He's got to turn a little to go to the left.
See.
Yeah.
Are any of these swerves gonna help? Maybe.
Well, you don't have to turn that much. A swerve might be okay, or even a veer might be okay. The problem is that you're also kind of facing a little to the right.
Yeah.
You might be better off with a gentle turn and hoping for a spin, which sometimes we get and sometimes we don't.
Well, this. I think I'm gonna gentle turn it.
Gentle turn it and hope for a spin, basically, so at the end of it you can be facing right towards the gate. That would be good. So what's he get, 3 dice?
Mm-hmm.
Now what gear is he in?
He's in 3rd.
So he does not get a free shift and does not get a hazard, so he's right in the middle. That skid would be awful. So he's got a skid, a hazard, and a shift.
I'm gonna do that, and I guess take the hazard.
Take the hazard?
Yeah.
It's not bad where you wound up. Of course, you got to take a hazard for it, but it's not too bad. I mean, you are headed towards the gate at least. Okay, so that's everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now let's go to 4th gear phase, and I'm still in pole position because no one else has gone. None of my guys have gone through the gate again. So let's maybe see what I can do about that. So the only people I've got left who can go are the Green Machine and the as well as the Roadrunner. So I think we're going to do the Green Machine because I'm going to see if I can get him moving in the right direction again. He's in 4th gear, which I can do a turn in 4th gear, though it'll give me a hazard. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to turn going in the right direction. I really hope this is not going to have me crashing into my own car over there because the Roadrunner is about to be coming through that gate going the other way, and he's trying to get around the wreck there and go to the other gate. But we'll see how that goes. So he gets 1 hazard, which is not good. That gets me to a 5th hazard. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to roll for it because I'm going to see if I can get a spin. Because if I could get a spin and some shifts would be fantastic for him right now. Because I could just like spin to face this way, you know? Let's see. So I got 2 shifts and a hazard. That's fine. I'm going to remove the hazard, and I'm going to remove one of the hazards already on him with the shift. I think basically I'm kind of giving up on him getting back in this race. He's kind of way too far behind. So I'm just going to let him do his turn, and he's just going to keep heading in the wrong direction apparently. Okay. So that is the Green Machine. Now it is your turn. What do you got?
That was the.
He was the first one to activate.
Okay, yeah. I was still in the previous in my head. That's why I was confused. Well, the Silver Meteor cannot go because I wasn't able to shift him up.
Okay.
So, I guess I'm gonna go with Steve.
Okay.
Who is in Gear 5.
Steve is
He's gonna do
all the way over on the other side of the table there. Let me get this over there.
I think Steve is just gonna...
Just gonna do along?
He's just gonna go.
Well, why not?
He's
yeah.
gonna zoom zoom.
Zoom zoom?
Yeah.
Zoom zoom. Okay, good for you, Steve. Well, I've only got one other person who's in at least 4th gear, and that is the Roadrunner, because Mongrel wasn't able to get up to 4th gear either. So the Roadrunner's over there, and again, in 6th gear, and the only thing he can do in 6th gear is continue with those long straights. That is literally all he can do. So he is going to go here, and then during the attack step, I'm going to drop landmines because reasons. So I'm going to get out the landmines, and this is a trick that Lynn taught me. She did it to me last game, where she dropped landmines right by the gate. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to drop the landmines right behind him there by the gates. And
That doesn't count as you being through yet, does it?
it does count as me being
Okay,
through
so
that
I
gate.
get to roll my die.
You do get to roll your die, and you get to get on a 5 or better. You'll get to get your audience vote. Nope, but also you get the pole position die. Okay, so and it is your turn if you have anybody left.
I do. I have 2 left.
Who's
Thank you
left?
very much.
Oh.
Bones. Bones can go.
Okay, well, Bones is going to get through and activate his weapons right now. There's almost no doubt.
So Bones is in 4th gear.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's gonna do a medium straight. And he's gonna get 1. And yeah, let's roll 4 more.
I think I'm about to crash into my own damn buggy over there.
Ooh!
Did you just get 4 shifts?
I got 5 shifts.
Oh my god.
Well, I rolled 4, but
Okay,
you know
wow.
what I mean.
Okay.
Okay, so well.
But you probably would have liked a spin. But still, you're going to want to upshift.
Yeah, and I have 4 hazards on him, so I do want to take some of those off.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna shift up 1, take off 4, but then I get 1 back, so I'm only gonna give 3 over here.
Okay. And you're going to need to spin on the next move.
And then he just goes like that. And I didn't shift up my die. There we go.
Okay. So, I have nothing else. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I got Phantasma Rapido.
So what is he doing?
A gentle turn.
He's going to hit the crates.
I should just do. Oh, I see it. I was just double checking. I was contemplating just doing a long one directly into the crates.
Oh, he can hit the crates anyway, man. He's in the crates. So he goes up to the crates and stops. And now, are you gonna try to avoid?
Yeah.
Okay, so the crates are a lightweight attack on you at speed 0, considered a head-on collision. What is your current gear?
5.
So they get 5 dice against you, -1 because they're a lighter weight than you are. And then you are attempting to avoid them, but you are, let's see, so they get 5 dice because you were gear 5, -1 because you are a heavier weight than them. And so, yeah, so I'm going to roll it for them, see their damage. Ooh. That's 5 possible damage, but you do get to roll 5 dice to avoid.
Okay.
So you need 6s. A 6 will cancel out. 6s will cancel out some of those hits. That was a brutal.
I got 1 6.
You got 1 6. So you're going to take 2, 3, 4. You're going to take 4 hits on Phantasma Rapido. That's not enough to kill him, though, right?
No.
Okay. But the next time he'll be able to ignore the crates for movement purposes, so he should get through the gate. Is that it for you for Gear 4? Because that's it for me for
Yes.
Gear 4. Now we're going to move to Gear 5, which leaves me with only the Roadrunner. So who you going to... but you have, correct me if I'm wrong, you have pole position, don't you?
Yes.
Oh.
I have 3 cards that can activating.
So who are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with Steve again.
Okay. So Steve's just speeding along trying to catch up.
He's just doing a long straight. He's not going to roll or anything. He's just trying to get places.
Okay. So all I've got is the Roadrunner, who, because he went through the gate, that's right, he gets his time extended, so he lost his hazard he had. But I think I'm going to have to try to avoid a... Yeah, I'm going to have to try to avoid a head-on collision here. So what's going to happen is we're going to call both of us are going to call avoid, which means, okay, so I'm going to call evades with both of them, so it actually won't be too bad because they're both going to swerve to evade each other, so they'll get to ignore each other on their next movement step. It just slowed down the Roadrunner a little bit. And they each take one hazard token for both calling evades, so the Roadrunner will have 1, and Green Machine is up to 5, so that's actually kind of bad for him. But that's going to be it for the Roadrunner's movement in Gear 5.
Okay, I'm gonna activate Bones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what is Bones gonna do? Because Bones is all the way over there. Bones just went through the first gate, activated his weapons, is kind of facing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
What gear is he in?
He's in 5.
Ooh.
He has to be in 5 in order to go.
Yeah, that's fair. I forgot about that. Of course he does. Well, you could have been in 6. That would have been even worse, because all you can do in 6 is a straight.
I'm going to do a gentle turn.
You're going towards the edge of the table again. You need a spin. You need a spin, and you need it now, because I think another gentle turn would literally put him completely off the edge of the table. I don't think he'd be saved like Steve was.
Well, I get a hazard for this gentle turn.
Okay, yes, you do get a hazard. Good call. Alright, good luck. You need a spin. You have to push it if you don't get one. You didn't get one. Oh, but you did get a slide, which is not really gonna... Well, it might help you, actually. A slide might help. You still might want to look for a spin.
Okay, I'm gonna push it.
Push it? Push it real good? Like salt and pepper?
How many do I reroll?
As many as you like.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering if I should keep one of the slides or no.
Well, the slide might save you because it'll push you a little bit further away from the edge of the table.
I'm going to keep one of them.
Just in case. And keep a shift too. Or not.
Yeah, to negate something.
Okay. Well, you got 3 shifts and a slide. You can at least get rid of some hazards. And how many hazards does he have?
He has 3.
Well.
Does the slide gives 1 too, though.
Yeah.
So I would keep 2. Let's do that. I mean, I would keep 1.
Yeah, it'd probably be a really bad idea to up gear because then you'll go straight to the table.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So
you need the slide template, and you're going to go to the side, which actually, yeah, it's probably going to save you from going off the table though during Gear 1. You can try one more gentle turn and look for another spin, basically. Okay, so I think that's it for Gear 5, right?
Nope. Phantasma Rapido.
Oh, he's in Gear 5?
Yes.
Oh, wow, good for him. What's he going to do? A gentle turn. There you go. He gets to ignore the crate at least, so he's going to turn to the left, basically. You can lift up the crate and put it under it. At least that'll get him through the gate.
Yeah,
if he's in Gear 5, though, he will be taking a hazard off that.
Yeah. Well, he only has 1 hazard. He's okay. So he's just gonna go...
Go like that?
Yeah.
Okay, good for him, and his weapons are now active. We haven't actually done any firing this game.
We're not really close to each other.
No, because and my one big gun is on the Mongrel, and he's got the heavy machine gun, and he still hasn't made it through the damn first gate. So I'm going to come back over here to Roadrunner, who is in Gear 6 now, and this is the only person I think in Gear 6, correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. So he gets to ignore the obstruction that he was in base contact with. So he's going to go long straight ahead, and I'm going to try to roll because I would like a spin. So I'm going to do the long straight. I'm debating here. Should I? Because I would like a spin, and he does have 1 hazard on him, which is not like a problem, but I think I would like to get a spin if I could to redirect him towards the final gate, possibly towards me winning. And that's exactly what I was worried about there. I got two skids, and I don't want those. So I'm going to push it. I'm going to take a hazard with him, and I'm going to re-roll the skids, keeping the shifts. and I got a spin and a skid along with the shifts. So I'm going to negate the skid with one shift. I'm going to remove a hazard from him with the other shift, and then I'm gonna keep the spin, which after he moves, I'm going to have to get down here on his level and check with the spin if I'm going straight towards that gate or not. I hope I am. I think. Oh yeah, he's going straight for the final gate now. So in this race, it's really up to him. If he can get me through that final gate, I'll have it. So, do you have anyone in 6?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to gear 1. Okay, and I should have gotten pole position. So you know what? I'm gonna continue with Roadrunner again. I'm gonna activate Roadrunner because I think he's about to win me the game fairly shortly. So I'm gonna do another long straight with him and just go right towards that final gate with Roadrunner. No roll, just a move, and that's it for him.
I'm gonna
turn this so we can see that final gate. He's almost there.
I'm gonna go with Silver Meteor.
Okay. What's he doing?
A medium.
Be careful, he could hit Phantasma Rapido.
I do get a free one. I get a free.
Oh, and that long straight got me an audience vote because it was a long straight in the first 3. So I can take that back.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the free one to take off one of his many hazards.
Oh, and then just
just go, yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so I'm gonna activate the green machine, who is gonna call. He's at the green machine is at 4th gear, and he's gonna call a turn, which he's still trying to get himself around that wreck over there to get back in this race. I don't think there's even any time, but I'll try it. So he gets a hazard for doing that, which brings him up to 6 hazards. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so he's going to try to roll. He's going to try to roll because I need to not be at 6 hazards. And, that works. So I'm going to cancel the 1 hazard with 1 shift. With the other 2 shifts, I'm going to remove 2 hazards, bringing him back down to 4. And then I'm just going to move with his turn. And that's going to be it for him. That wasn't too bad, actually.
Phantasma Rapido is going to gently turn.
Gently turn.
He gets a hazard for gently turning.
Because he's at 5th gear, right?
Yes.
So you still probably... Well, you might actually make it even without a spin.
I think he's going to be fine, so I'm just going to... You're
just going to do it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. That takes guts. So I'm going to move Mongrel. He's the last guy I have left to move, and he's going to go with a medium straight, which gets him a free shift, which he's going to use to shift up to 4th gear and take 1 hazard for doing so, and then just go straight for that gate. Get going there, Mongrel. Get to that gate. Okay.
So I'm going to do Steve. Steve is going to do a long straight.
Of course he is.
And he's just gonna go.
He's not gonna roll for it to try to get a spin?
No.
Really? It's gonna be really hard for him to make that turn. Okay. Well, I moved all my guys, so it's up to you.
Bones is going to gently turn off the table.
He needs a spin. Yeah. If he doesn't get a spin, he's in trouble.
I get one of these.
You know what you should do instead? Well, I mean, I'll let you take it back if you want. Because a medium... Can he do a medium straight?
No.
Oh, he can't. Oh, my bad. Never mind.
Then We're gonna roll. Okay, I got a spin and a skid.
Actually, the spin is definitely something you want to hold on to for sure.
I think I'm gonna hold on to everything.
The skid is going to take you further away from the finish line. He's so out of it.
Yeah.
Now.
I'm not winning
actually,
anyway.
don't forget, though, this line is the edge of the table.
Oh, is it?
Yes. You might want to cancel it with one of your shifts. You do have 2 shifts.
Okay. I'll cancel the skid. I will, I will use my other shift to take away one of the hazards, but I'm just going to get it back with the spin,
Gotcha.
so I'm still at 2.
But you will get to spin at the end of your move, which is good.
So then I'm going to go here, and then he's going to go like that.
Well, that was a very smart move. Okay, so we're, let's see, I think I moved everyone. So did you have anyone else to move?
No.
Okay, so we're going to move on to gear phase 2. You didn't have anyone go through the gate this round, neither did I. So I think I'm still in pole position. So I'm going to activate. The Roadrunner, and I'm going to go for blood. I'm going to use his nitro boost, which I've been saving all game. So he gets a free long straight, which he gets to do right away. After which, he fills up until he has 3 hazards, which he currently has 1, so he's going to get 2 more. Normal people get up to 5, but I'm playing Idris, and they only fill up to 3. Then I get my normal move, which is going to be another long straight. Uh-oh.
Great.
I am going to be on the gate, though, so I think it's still going to be a win, but as long as I survive, that is.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm going to go until... Yeah, I'm going to clip the crate. So I'm going to be on the gate. As long as I survive, I think it's going to be a win. Let's see. So I'm moving at gear 6. I'm going to try to avoid... the crate counts as light while I am medium, so the crate gets 1 less attack die on me, so you get 5 attack dice on me. So go ahead and let's roll them over here, roll our 5 attack dice, and see what we get. Oh, God. What just happened? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. You rolled 4 6s! Oh my God, I can't believe this is about to happen. Okay, well, I do get my how did that happen? I get my 6 dice. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me I have to actually grab another 6-sided die. I didn't have 6 out. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to roll 6 dice. I need 6s to negate some of these wounds, and I really do because, well, it's in my performance car. You did how much damage? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 possible wounds on Roadrunner, so if I don't negate at least 2 of your wounds, I don't win. He'll become a flaming wreck by my miscalculation. Ha-ha! I negated 2 wounds, which means he takes massive damage, but survives, limps through the finish line, and that is game. 2 wounds negated. Wow, that was really cool. Okay, so this was probably the least combat-centric game of that we've ever played, because my big gun never made it through to open the gates.
We were never quite near enough each other to be in range.
Yeah, the only combat we really did was ramming each other. We did some ramming. I rammed you once, you rammed me once. Which actually did cause the destruction of my car. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot of combat this game. It was much more racing-centric. But I would say this went really, really fun. This was really good. I liked it when my car blew up. I liked it when your car spun out. That was really cool. And I guess that's it for this game of Gaslands playing in the Death Race scenario. And that will be a win for Team Idris. So do you have anything you wanted to say about that? Sum up on things that went well or things that went bad?
No, I mean, I just think we played a couple games and it seems that
Probably a good idea to leave at least one car behind to try to attack the lead car, basically abandoning the hope of winning. Which is not something you did this game. I think you had done it last game, but in last game you were in the lead.
Yeah, with my truck, I just kind of
loitered.
I left my pickup truck around here just to mess with you.
But so that is definitely, I think that is a good strategy, definitely, to do in the race. But that was a lot of fun. I really do enjoy this game. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to put them in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed watching this game of Gaslands, I'm going to show the cover of the book again real quick, and you would like to see us do more games like this, be sure to give it a like, share it on all forms of social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Board Game Captain. That's Captain spelled with a K on YouTube. And until next time, game on.